Derek, obviously today, story obviously being the red zone. With just is there commonality inside the 20 today? What kind of went wrong down inside the 20?
Yeah, penalties and turnovers. We had the pick, we had a fumble, and then it seemed like every time we got down there, we had some kind of penalty, and it's hard to overcome those in a normal drive, let alone when you're down there. Because now the field shrinks and it's harder to get those yards back. So, that's the fact. That's just what it is.
Did you get a chance to see what happened on the pick six on the tablet afterwards?
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, he was playing one single high, and he left his responsibility. You don't expect him to do that. You don't plan on that for that route. I thought Sheed made a good decision, but Bates a good player, and he made a great play. And very few times have I told someone good job on a bad play, but that was one where I told him, hey, you beat me. You made a great play, and it is what it is. It sucks to have that happen, but same thing. RC, on the sideline, he's like, bro, made a good play. Like, go, keep playing. You're playing great. Keep going. And you still don't want that to happen, but they make plays too.
Can you put your finger on just like it seems like for the last couple of weeks, moving the ball has not been a problem for y'all. Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, red zone. I'm with you, and I feel the same frustration. Everybody probably feels. And I'm into problem solving. Not creating problems, and so I'm trying to, figure out why. We'll look at this one real closely. Us players and coaches, we'll look at it closely. But I understand the frustration. I understand, that we haven't met the expectation yet of what we can be and what we've shown to be at times as a team. I'm saying. But one of those areas for us as an offense is the red zone, where we'll have good days, we'll have some good plays, and all of a sudden we have a day like today where today I think the penalties really hurt. Pushing us back obviously, and the 2 turnovers, which is something I take a lot of pride in not doing. And I know Taysom. We count on him all the time, and we're going to continue to count on him. And it happens. It's part of the game. It sucks that it all happened in one time. In one game, but it's fact. But I'm not going to be frustrated anymore. I'm going to be positive. I've seen when a team, has battled and gone through a lot of things, and still made the playoffs. And what did it was us coming together. Everyone on the outside, wanted this and wanted that, and thought this and thought that. But I'm telling you, man, if we can come together and keep pushing, keep working. We played our best football the last 5 weeks of that year, and we made it to the playoffs. And that's what we have to do as a team, and that's what I share with the guys. But if you come in with the long face and no one on Twitter likes you right now and all that kind of stuff, then this is the wrong business, and this is going to be the wrong month and a half for you. This right here, we're going to find out what guys are made of with their work ethic and how they want to come to work, because we still have everything that we want to do. But we need, and we will, correct certain things when we take a look at it tomorrow.
You had a strong connection with Chris there in the first half. Just how hard was it losing him and Shaheed in the same game?
I mean, it's tough, but at the end of the day, I always say nobody cares, We care about them. We care about their injuries. And I'm just so proud of the relationships that we've built, and the things that we're doing better on the field together. So when that went down, it's like, dang, something else happened. So it's a little frustrating. But at the end of the day, nobody cares, man. Our guys came in, and I thought, the young guys and guys that maybe don't play as much, they came in and they did their best and made some plays for us. It wasn't perfect. But gave us a chance. They gave us a chance and competed their tail off. So I was proud of them for that. But I was really excited about the game plan and what we had for Chris today and Rasheed. And it's a shame that they both went down early.
Dennis told us that on that third down fade, AT, he just thought he false started. So on that specific type of play, it's basically catch and go, throw it to his spot. Yeah,
I saw him kind of stutter, and so I thought he was doing his release. And the one-on-one is outside to him. They doubled inside. And so, I was working outside to him, and I didn't know what he said because they were over there, but apparently he thought he false started. And as soon as I let it go, I kind of looked to the sideline. I thought there was going to be a whistle or a flag, but I think he just thought he jumped.
After just getting the chance to self-scout last week and kind of identifying a lot of issues, did some of those same issues crop up again today, you think, or did you correct some things? Or
I thought we corrected some things, honestly. I thought third downs, no, we didn't hit them all, but I thought we were better. I thought we hit some big third downs. Even when we got behind the sticks, I thought we got some chunks back to help put us back in a chance or give us a chance to get a first down again in the red zone. I thought that we ran the ball, in certain areas under center really well, which helped some play action plays open up big time for us, especially in the first half. So I thought there were some things that we did better. But like every game, there's going to be things you can point at 3 or 4 things, like, we didn't do that good, But for sure, I don't think moving the ball has been an issue for us. I think that we really have moved it well. Situational football is where we've failed, and I thought we were better on third down. I don't know the number. I felt like we hit more of them. I thought we protected well, but the red zone creeped up today for sure. I mean, that was as bad as it gets.
And then when you were talking about just like kind of shutting out the outside talk, just like focusing on getting right inside, like how do you get guys really to buy into that? I mean, it is hard to shut out the noise.
Well, I would say it's harder nowadays than it was 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. Thank goodness I came from a time that stuff was just new and it didn't really matter, and the only thing you care about is, going home, making sure you're a good husband and a good dad, and now guys have come from high school and college and all, and that's the world that they come from, and so it's a challenge, because everyone cares about what somebody thinks, everybody cares, you get a tweet or you get this kind of stuff, and just as an older player, as a leader, you just try and encourage them, man, that the people in this room are the ones that matter. We love you, and I think that we have a good group of guys that is preaching that same thing and putting their arms around guys that they know they could have done this or could have done that, and you put your arm around them and be like, look, bro, none of that stuff matters. No one's going to love your Instagram post today, but we do, and we care about you, so give us your best, and you just try and preach that message, man, because times definitely have changed since I first got in the league. We weren't even talking about this stuff, but now it's a real thing that you deal with, but I think we have I think you agree. We got some great guys in that locker room and in certain spots that can help with that and try and be positive, because in our building we're going to be positive, man. We're going to be positive. We're going to work. We're going to challenge the heck out of each other, these last 6 or so weeks.
Derek, I apologize if this has already been asked. Are you surprised about the inefficiency in the red zone coming out of the bye week?
Yeah, and I think we were running good plays, and then we'd get hurt with a penalty. We talked about the interception. Jesse's playing the single high, and he comes out of the post, leaves his responsibility, makes a great play, And, you don't expect that. You take the snap, and he's there, so you think you have a chance, and all of a sudden he shows up, And, that you don't expect that. I thought he was going to walk in, and he made a great play. And then Taysom's fumble, we count on him all the time. We don't expect that to happen, and we're going to keep counting on him. He's one of the best players in the NFL, and so we're going to keep counting on him. But I really thought we were running good plays, I just think the penalties, and I don't know exactly what those were, off the top of my head. I know the holdings and the stuff on the side and all that, but I didn't see them firsthand, and I'm not going to comment on them, ever. But it hurt us, and so I don't think it was oh gosh, what do we do? I thought we were running good plays and moving the ball like crazy today. But we definitely got hurt by those things in the end.
Do you feel like, talking to everybody, it feels like you can still get this thing back on track, but do you feel like it's getting to a point where time's running out?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're just running out of games, we are. That's a fact. But what we need to do, and, what Who Dat Nation can do for us, is just keep encouraging our guys, man. We're going to come home, we're going to go on the road, and when we come home, we're going to need them. We're all in this thing together, man, and we are going to work like crazy to make it right. We really are. We're going to give it our best. It hasn't happened at the same time yet, but if and when it does, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And so I'm not going to stop working. I know our guys aren't going to stop working, but we need everybody. We need everybody. Trust me, we're very frustrated too. Especially I hate losing, and so. Coming here and why and all those kind of things. No one planned on it happening like this, but this is where we're at. And so I just challenged myself that I'm not going to get so frustrated that, you know, I just shut off or shut down and things like that. Man, I'm going to be super positive, and I'm going to encourage our guys until the bitter end, you know. And I believe this in everything in me that, you know, we still have time left. Time may be run out, but we still have time left. And so I'm going to look at it that way. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Yep.